Hey everybody, what is going on? HexLex here with another Master Duel video for you guys. As promised, I am back with more Tri-Brigade Zoodiac, and we're going to be doing some live games with it. Yeah, I felt a little bad giving you guys replays. Well, not bad, I guess, per se, but I know you guys prefer the live videos or the live duels, and I prefer doing live duels as well, but like I said, when HexLex is getting on the ladder, we've got to go into focus mode when we're getting up to Plat 1. So that's why we didn't do live games then. But it is currently April 2nd, a little bit after midnight at the time of recording this. So we are definitely still in the heat of the ladder at this time. Platinum is still going to be a lot of really competitive decks and players playing at this point. And hopefully not too many bots as well. I actually only ran into like 2 bots during my whole time climbing, 2 FTK bots my whole time climbing yesterday, which is still too many. Konami, we really need to do something about that, but not that you need me to tell you, or maybe you do, I don't know. Anyway, yep, let's go ahead and go through the list here, card by card, as always, before we go ahead and start jumping into some live gameplay. We have got 3 Tri-Brigade Nervall, 3 Maxx, 2 Tri-Brigade Kerass, 3 Tri-Brigade Kitt, 3 Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring, 1 Zoodiac Whiptail, 1 Zoodiac Thoroughblade, 1 Zoodiac Ramram, 3 Tri-Brigade Fraktall, 2 Nibiru, 1 Harpie's Feather Duster, 3 Pot of Desires, 1 Lightning Storm, 3 Fire Formation Tenki, 2 Called by the Grave, 3 Forbidden Droplets, 2 Infinite Impermanence, 3 Tri-Brigade Revolt, 1 Zoodiac Tigermoartar, 1 Zoodiac Drident, 1 Zoodiac Boarbow, 1 Zoodiac Chakanine, 1 Divine Arsenal AA-ZEUS Sky Thunder, 1 Salamangreat Almiraj, 1 Ancient Warrior's Oath Double Dragon Lords, 1 Tri-Brigade Fraktall the Baron Blossom, 1 Tri-Brigade Bearbrum the Rampant Rampager, 1 Racevogger the Desperate Doom Eagle, 1 Tri-Brigade Rugal the Silver Sheller, 1 Appaloosa Bow of the Goddess, 1 Access Code Talker, and 2 Tri-Brigade Shurug the Ominous Omen. Yeah, so this is the build that I laddered with, and for this point in the ladder, I am still going to be using it. I think this going forward, this is going to be the build that I use unless the meta changes. Well, I say unless the meta changes significantly, as if, you know, the selection pack, is that what it's called? The new packs with the new cards, as if that's not going to come out in like 2 days. So that will definitely change the meta significantly. But I guess until that happens, and until that shakes out, this is what we're going to be rolling with, is this build right here. Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at some of these games. Okay, here we are against Ranunculus. Ranunculus? We're going first, cool. Ranunculus. Alright. I do like the little Ibrick mate. They're cute. Alright, what do we got here? Ooh, good hand, good hand. Ooh, so, okay, I actually talked about this in the deck profile, I think, where I was talking about potentially using Desires before Tenki to bait an Ash. Since I already have Revolt in hand, I think this is actually one of the times where I'm going to do that. Plus, we could potentially draw a Fraktall, and that could change what we want to get off the Tenki here. What would you do with Thoroughblade? That's fine. Let's see what we sent. 1 Fraktall, 1 Kerass, 2 Kerass. So both Kerass, 1 Kitt, 1 Fraktall, 1 Revolt. That's not bad at all. Alright, let's go ahead and activate Tenki. They didn't have any kind of prompt to respond, so we know they don't have an Ash. So let's just go ahead and add the Fraktall to our hand. Alright, now I will activate my Fraktall's ability. And let's go ahead and send Kitt. And from there, Kitt is going to send Nervall. We know the drill by this point, right? And then Nervall is going to add the Fraktall back. Or should we add Kitt? I'm actually thinking about this. So, let's see. We still have... No, we should add Fraktall. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, either way. Kind of either way. I generally prefer to add Fraktall because if it gets negated, it's at least got decent stats unlike Kitt. I was really only thinking about it there because this is our last Fraktall, but it's still fine to add it here. It's it's all good. Okay, what else do I have? Thoroughblade. Wow, I mean, we just have, like, the hand trap suite. This is a really, really good opening hand. Like, if you're gonna open, like, just with a Rugal setting up a Revolt line, I mean, this is the way to do it. And actually, now that I think about it, we don't even have to go into Boarbow. We don't even have to set up a Revolt. We could go for Farajit and set up the Drident. Or we could go into an Appaloosa instead of going into Drident. I feel like I'd rather just keep the Thoroughblade around to go into Zeus plays next turn, though. We could also just go into Boarbow anyway. Wow, this is actually like... Or we could just go into double Dragon Lords. The only problem with that is then we don't have the Revolt set up. Unless we send the Fraktall with the double Dragon Lords. Wow, this is like... I'm going to go for the double Dragon Lords. And I'm going to do it here specifically because we have Maxi, Ash, and Nibiru in case things go badly. Generally speaking, I don't think this is the right line. You want to be able to set up your Revolt to just be able to flip it whenever and get off an Omen. But in this scenario, specifically, where I have the Fraktall to send to set it up, and where I have a whole bunch of hand traps as backup, in this scenario, I'm willing to try this experimental line of play. Okay, this is what I was afraid of, though, is the Harpie's Feather Duster in response. This is the one thing that was going to force me to revolt, and then I can't revolt into Omen. But it's actually not even that big of a deal. We could just go into a Rugal here. Because we're still going to get... Probably the most important part of this is going to be the searches. I mean, we wouldn't be able to get a banish here anyway with Omen. Well, I guess if we had linked away into Rugal, we still could have set up a banish because we could have used Rugal's effect to get something back and then banished with Omen. So there is that to consider. But again, the searches are one of the main things I'm concerned about here. So we do at least get to have that. And we still have disruption. Even though it's not Omen, it still will have disruption in the form of double Dragon Lords. Which is also another reason why I was fine going into this line in the first place, was because even if we didn't guarantee to get the Omen banish, we still have the Dragon Lord's bounce. And actually, I might have even wanted to Rugal there, like use the effect, just to have something on board that wasn't Fraktall to potentially use. Although, I think I'd rather just add another Tri-Brigade monster back to my hand than use it for double Dragon Lord's effect. Yeah, I think I'd rather do that. Ooh, Desires, we are definitely going to Ash that. Like, no question. Feather Duster and Desires makes me think this is the mirror match. Like, what else plays those two cards? I don't know. I guess I did in Sky Strikers, but... Yeah, you probably realized pretty quick you probably shouldn't be playing that card in Sky Strikers. Desires, that is. Okay, so the Imperming my double Dragon Lord... Ugh. That's a little annoying, but it's fine. Yeah, that's fine. We still have the Maxi for disruption, and the Nibiru is still like our, that's the word I'm looking for. Nibiru is like our big red button. Like, if things go really bad, we can just smash the big red button and, like, scorched earth the board. Yep, so it was, in fact, the mirror match, as I suspected. They're going to be doing their Fraktall line to set up the graveyard. No need to chain Maxi at this point. Yeah, Tri-Brigades always telegraph their special summons. They are, you know, always an activated effect, so you don't have to randomly throw in Maxi. I see people do that sometimes, where they randomly Maxi in response to, like, Fraktall or in some part of the chain, but you don't have to do that. Like, when they activate this Kerass's effect, if they activate it, then I can just Maxi then, or if not, they'll, yeah, normal summon a Tri-type monster, and then when they activate that effect, then I can just chain Maxi. Looks like they're going to go for a Farajit line, which is probably why they added the Kerass. This Maxx Seal put a stop to that. They'll still be able to set up a Revolt. They'll probably just pivot and go into a Boarbow from here, and then link away into like maybe Rugal, or they could concede. You know, that works too. They still could have set up a Revolt by only doing 2 draws or 2 special summons there, which I mean they still would have been in a very much losing position. But yeah, cool. Okay, that is a pretty good example of a mirror match, and yeah, we get to do a little experimental line of play there. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to the next game. All right, let's see if we end up going first again. We do. Wow, I could have used this luck when I was actually laddering. Seriously, towards the end, oh my god. Well, you know what? It was balanced out, honestly, because when I was climbing in gold without Emancipator, I went first a lot, like a lot. But then during, like, especially during the latter half of my plat climb with Tri-Zoo, I was not winning coin flips, like, hardly at all. But it ended up working out. So I'm going to lead with Tenki here, see if I can bait an Ash, or see if they are prompted to respond with one. They are not, so that's good to know. I've already got both Ramram and Fraktall in my hand. I already have a Zoodiac monster. Since it's Ramram, though, I'll go ahead and add Thoroughblade. I'm trying to think if I really want to do that. Yeah, I think I will, actually. I think that's fine. Okay, let's go ahead and activate Fraktall's ability. And we'll go ahead and set up the graveyard like usual. Am I just going to get a Fraktall at the end, or is it better to get something else? Because I do have a Kerass. I could potentially get like a Kitt or something, and then send that with Kerass, and then normal summon the Thoroughblade. But by that point, I could also summon Fraktall, send for Farajit. Oh, and then I would want to summon Fraktall, though. Or, I mean, Kerass. Let me just think for a second. How do I want to do this? We have a lot of different lines with this hand, actually. Yeah, it's definitely better to get Fraktall here. Yeah, we have a ton of lines with this hand. Okay, let me think for a second. Summon Fraktall, banish 2, summon Farajit, summon Kerass, link away into Rue. I mean, we could just do the standard Appaloosa that is a little bit vulnerable to Nibiru, as always. We could alternatively summon Fraktall, Farajit, summon Thoroughblade, but no, that doesn't really work. Because then we can't go into Boarbow. I mean, we might be able to, but not guaranteed. And I'd rather just save the Zoodiacs for next turn if I need them anyway, so let's just go ahead and summon... Let's just do this. This is a very, like, non-committal play. I mean, it was a relatively non-committal play. Let me phrase it that way. Let's just summon, yeah, summon Fraktall, banish 2, and then see what we see. Nothing. Okay. Okay, so yeah, really the only thing they could have at this point, based on when they're getting prompted to respond, is Nibiru. Let's just hope that they don't. Which I don't like saying that, because hope is not a strategy. But, like, man, sometimes you just gotta, like, go for it. I mean, because the alternative is just end on Rugal plus Revolt, and it's like the Appaloosa is so much better. Plus we get a cycle here, which might help. It doesn't. We'll just put back the Lightning Storm. Okay. Activate Kerass' effect. Yeah, for 2. And it's actually kind of a good thing we added Thoroughblade, because I think I am going to end up putting Ramram back here with the Boarbow. Okay, whew, nothing. Alright, good. Jeez. That Boarbow is summon number 5. Summon number 5! It's been a while since I've done that. So, that's why it's like always really tense when you summon Boarbow when you do this line. It's like, oh my god, do they have it? But, fortunately, they did not. Okay, we're definitely going to add Revolt, and yeah, we're just going to put back Ramram. Could make an argument for putting back Thoroughblade instead, actually, but whatever. Okay, so pretty good setup. We've got 3 negates, we've got a Revolt, we've got an Ash, and we've got a Zoodiac to potentially go into Zeus next turn if everything just goes south. So, I've mentioned this before in videos, but it's good to have plans A, B, and C, right? Plan A being Appaloosa and Revolt, Plan B being Ash, and Plan C being the Thoroughblade. So yep, they're going to Cosmic Cyclone. We'll just go ahead and chain Revolt. A little bit annoying that we don't get to banish something, but it's not that big of a deal. We can actually just banish our own Tenki. There's an argument to be made for and against that, honestly. The argument for it being if we draw a Lightning Storm and we need to, you know, rip it off the top and play it. The argument against being if we need to send something potentially with Droplet or the Double Dragon Lord in this scenario, I think I am actually going to banish it. Yeah, I'll banish it. Because I could see a world where I need to top deck Lightning Storm and then play it before I go into Zeus. Okay, so we'll go... We can actually, since we're going to banish our own Tenki, and I don't really care about that getting negated if my opponent actually wants to, I'm going to chain block a little bit differently than normal here. I'm going to go Nervall, then Kitt, then Omen. Normally I go Nervall, then Omen, then Kitt, so Kitt's at the end, and that is the effect that can get negated. But in this scenario, I don't want my opponent to Ash either, so I'm just going to go ahead and throw Omen at the end. Yep, let's go ahead and banish our own Tenki, get that out of there. We can send a Nervall because I don't really want to top deck that. And then with Nervall we can add Fraktall because Fraktall is a really, really good card. It's easily the most versatile Tri-Brigade card. It's the one, it's why I like to go for it kind of by default if it's available. Is you can either set up a graveyard if you need to, or you can just go ahead and summon it, and it has good stats and it can, you know, do the try stuff. So opponent's playing Tenki, I'm not going to Ash that. I will wait for them to Fraktall and then Ash that instead. Because the Tenki is often a bait in order to get you to Ash before they Fraktall and set up their graveyard. I should know because I do it all the time. Actually, am I going to Ash this? No, I'm just going to Appaloosa it. And then I'll save Ash if they have desires. Yeah, that's fine with me. Only thing is that does potentially leave my Appaloosa vulnerable to an attack if they normal summon another Fraktall or something here, but that's still fine. If they want to just normal summon another Fraktall and run over my Appaloosa, I'm okay with that. Yeah, here we go. So there's a Pot of Prosperity, which is kind of interesting. I don't usually see that in Tri-Zoo. I don't think it's particularly great. We need a lot of our extra deck, and banishing even three random cards from it I think is too many. But, whatever. They banished 6. Wow, I am definitely going to Ash that. No question about it. Let's see if they have a called by. Ooh, they might. They don't. Okay, good. Cool. Yeah, they're definitely digging for an answer if they're doing it that way. Normal summon Nervall, go into Almiraj, but of course I'm just going to negate Nervall's effect with my Appaloosa here. And my opponent is going to be very, very sad. Because now they don't get a search. They do have 2 things set up in the grave. But I mean, even if they have Kerass plus in their tri-type to discard and special, I can just negate the Kerass's effects. Like, they can't do anything this turn. And next turn, I can just... God, what can't I do next turn? Jesus. World is my oyster. Okay, so we drew Kitt. That's a whatever draw. It's alright, I guess. Even if that is Revolt, they only have, yeah, access to 2 things here. Let's go ahead and... Let me see my graveyard real quick and my banish. Yeah, let's set up a... I have enough stuff to set up a Fraktall line, right? I have 1 Kitt, 1 Nervall, and 1 Kerass left in the deck. So I have exactly enough to Fraktall for Kerass, for Nervall, to Fraktall for Kitt, to Nervall for Kerass. Yeah, let's do that. See if it draws a response out of our opponent, or prompts. It does draw a prompt to respond. So that back row is live. It's not a bluff. We know that much. Let me think. What am I going to... What am I going to do first? Am I going to summon the Thoroughblade, or am I going to activate Kerass? Well, they're just going to concede. Okay, I was going to say, I think it's right to actually summon the Thoroughblade. Right? Because if my opponent... revolt, or like, I don't know, they couldn't revolt for anything. Let's just say it's like a torrential or something. I mean, not that this deck can replace torrential, but it's still nice to think about that kind of a thing. Like, just in case, because it could theoretically happen. You always want to be thinking about, like, what is the worst case scenario if I make this play? So the worst case scenario if I summon Thoroughblade is like torrential. They just blow up everything on the field. In that scenario, I still have Kerass left over. I can pitch Kitt, summon Kerass, banish 3, summon the what do you call it, Race Vulgar, put one of their things back, battle, or even go for access code battle. That wouldn't be enough for lethal. I'd probably just leave the Race Vulgar out and then put their other thing back. The other alternative line would be to go Kerass, summon the Omen, which actually, now that I think about it, I think would be right, because that first summon would enable me to banish the back row, and then if it's still like something like Torrential, then my leftover card is Thoroughblade, and then I can go into a Zeus, which is what I'd much rather have. Yeah. So it was actually right to... Okay, so I was actually about to just summon Thoroughblade, I think, but I think now that I actually talk myself into it, it's actually right to play Kerass there. Sorry, I know the game's already over, but it's still, I like to do the little mental exercise of thinking about what the actual correct play was. I think it was to summon Kerass, but okay, enough about that. Let's just go to the next game. Alright, let's see if we are playing against another mirror match. We're going first again, Jesus Christ. Oh my god, where was this luck last night? I mean, it's still whatever. We did it anyway. Okay. This hand is alright. I mean, yeah, this is an alright hand. It's not bad, it's not good, but it's not bad. Let's lead with Desires and see if they've got an Ash. They do have a prompt to respond, but they don't respond, so it's probably Maxx. We got Nibiru and Lightning Storm. Okay. Well, that's actually fine. Because we have like the Kitt line, and then we have for next turn, Maxx, Nibiru, Zoodiac to set up a Zeus play, and a Lightning Storm to clear the way for a Zeus play. Let's start with the Kitt line. If they throw down a Maxx here, whatever. They stopped a Kitt into Almiraj play. That's not the end of the world. Yeah. I'll just let this resolve and not do anything, and I'll just pass. Cool. That is perfectly okay with me. You didn't stop much. You started with one less card. I could still potentially get the Kitt's effect, which is the most important thing there. Whew, it's Drytron. I'm not used to seeing the field spell. What does this do? When this card is activated, you can add one Drytron spell from your deck to your hand except Fafnir. The activation and the activated effects of ritual spell cards cannot be negated once returned. If you normal summon or special summon a control Drytron, you can reduce. Got it, okay. But it doesn't actually stop me from responding. The activation and the activated effects of ritual spell cards cannot be negated, but they can still be responded to. Got it. Just wanted to make sure that that was actually going to be the case there. Ooh, they add Drytron Nova. That is good for us because we can Maxx in response. Let's see if they have a called by. If they do have a called by, that's going to be unfortunate, but not the end of the world because we already have the Nibiru, which is the most important thing we would want to Maxx into. They do have the called by. It's a little scary. A little scary, but as I was just saying, we do still have the Nibiru anyway. So now we just have to look out for a good Nibiru choke point. Best choke point is probably going to be whenever they have the Drytrons out that they intend to reduce the attack for to get their Metatonus Drytron back to their hand. If they go that line. Which actually, their hand might not be that fantastic because they're kind of going a weird route here. I don't know if most of these decks play Fafnir, the spell card. I know Fafnir is the Xyz monster too. Oh hey, I never thought about that. Yeah, Fafnir is the spell on the Xyz monster, and then yeah, Metatonus is the Draco and the ritual spell. Wait, are they... Is this like a pure... No, that's a Ben 10, okay. I was like, oh, is this pure Drytron? No, there's the Ben 10. Great, alright. So yep, here comes the Metatonus Drytron, as well as, what are they going to go for here? The Herald? The Diviner? This thing, yeah. Diviner of the Herald, that's what it is. I knew it was something like that. Oh, but they go into Fafnir first. Okay. Well, they know I have Nibiru now, which is actually something I'm totally fine with them knowing, because now I can totally just psych them out with it. No, I don't want to change just yet, because they still have plays in their hand. Ooh, maybe I should have chained, actually. Well, if they activate the ritual spell, I can just respond to that. This is fine. They already have the spell, so I don't really care about this Diviner Send. This Herald Search, I mean. And they don't have another level 6, so they can't go into Beatrice. So I'm probably just Nibiruing whenever the spell card gets... Oh, shit. No, I need a Nibiru now. Put this to on. Oh my god, I need a Nibiru stat. Yeah, because this Eva's going to add an Orange Herald, which is going to negate Nibiru, so... Yeah, we just got Nibiru now. Okay, glad I caught that when I did. Okay. Put their token in defense mode. Even though it's not got the great... Well, it's got 3,000 attack, okay. I actually miscounted. I thought it was going to have 2,800, but okay. So they add the Orange Herald, so we got that Nibiru out just in time. I'm going to activate this kit. If they respond with the Orange Herald, I am 100% okay with that. Let's see if they do. Actually, I could go either way. I could see them... Yeah, they did. Okay, cool. Good. That's going to make my Zoodiac play safer next turn. Let's see. What do they have in Grave? Okay, I was like, they do have another Drytron they can activate in Grave, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so their hand is the Ritual Spell and the big Metatonus Drytron thing. I think that's it, right? They don't have, like, another... Yeah, I don't think they have anything else. Oh, they have this Benten Search. I was like, I knew they weren't out of fairies. I knew they had something else. I wish I could do a good impression of, what's the guy's name from Fairly Odd Parents? Mr. Crocker? Fairies! Oh my god, that was terrible. But if I could do a good impression there, I'd be going crazy or something. Okay, yep, here comes the Herald. But they don't have any searches, right? Or they don't have any fairies. Fairies! So, yeah, they're going to be summoning the Metatonus Ritual Monster, right? Yeah, okay, so we did actually manage to avoid getting heralded. Cool. Ooh, this is so good. Okay, cool. Yeah, we can just Zoodiac and Zeus them. Zoodiac and Zeus them. We don't even have to, like... We can Lightning Storm, destroy this, and then we can go into Drident, pop this, battle over the token, and then still have a Zeus with 4 materials on it. And a Maxi. And a Revolt. We won't set the Revolt, though. But we'll have it. This... Yeah. Okay, just want to make sure it didn't have, like, protection or something. I didn't think it did. We're definitely going to destroy our opponent's attack position monsters. Oh, shit, does this have... No, okay, that's fine. Alright, let's go into... We'll go into Boarbow first. And then we go into Drident, pop... Actually, do we pop the token or Fafnir? Well, I guess we just pop the token, right? I don't really care about Drytron Fafnir. I'm not trying to negate the ritual spells anyway. Okay, main 2. Drident. In defense mode for good measure. And activate. Detaching the Boarbow. And popping the token. It's a cool sound when the token disappears. I'm never expecting it. Alright, we'll overlay the rest of the materials before going on to Zeus. Boom. And like I said, we don't have enough in graveyard to revolt for anything meaningful, and we can't get enough anything in graveyard without sending materials with Zeus, so I won't set revolt. I'm just going to pass to my opponent. I know their hand is Herald of Ultimateness and the ritual spell and nothing else. If they try to start to set anything up, I can just Zeus their board. So we are looking for golden grams here. Golden grams. Man, I haven't had those in forever. I actually want some now. I fucking love cereal, dude. Like any kind of cereal. It's like my favorite snack. Almost any kind of cereal. I'm trying to think of kinds I don't like, actually. It's harder than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, by the way, we also have Maxx. By the way, we also have Maxx. I'm actually going to flip this to on. Just in case I need to Zeus at a weird moment. They sent the Herald, right? Yeah. So, like, right now, I'm probably just going to wait until they activate the ritual spell. Unless they put something more threatening on board. But I don't even know what that would be at this point. We'll just see what they do. Okay. Activation is fine by me. They're going to send the Ben 10. I might actually just respond with Ben 10, or to the Ben 10. What's in their hand right now? Okay, they added... Okay, activate tribute. So they have a mystery card. So this is Metatonus and whatever card they drew for turn. So I'm not going to Zeus now, but I will Zeus when the Ben 10 activates because they could potentially... I'm just trying to think. They could potentially grab an orange Herald right now. So if I Zeus now, they're left with... What is it again? The ritual spell and a mystery card, and then whatever fairy they add. Yeah. I'm going to do this now. Again, just in case they grab Orange Herald. This way we get rid of a lot of their establishing, you know, what they would make plays with. Their established board. And then we're not susceptible... We're not as susceptible to Orange Herald. Here. Okay, they're getting Diviner. That's fine. Sending another Herald of the Arclight, I'm sure. Yep. That activates. Okay. Natasha. Ugh, I hate that card. It's like one of my least favorite cards in this matchup. Okay, pitching Natasha. Does this have to be... Rituals? This has to be properly ritual summoned before it can come back with its effect, right? I'm pretty sure that's the case. I'm pretty sure that's right. Okay, they still have the Metatonus in their hand, right? It's not in the graveyard. Let me just make sure of that real quick. Hang on. Let me see the graveyard. Okay, yeah, the ritual spell is in their hand. It's not in the graveyard, so there's no need to Zeus right now. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you have to properly ritual summon Natasha before you can bring her back with her effect. I guess we're about to find out. If they can do it. If they can do it, we're about to find out, I should say. Yeah, again, if they activate the ritual spell, then we're just going to respond with Zeus. They're synchroing. Oh, I forgot that's a tuner. What are they going into? Michael, the Anti-Light Sworn, the Arc-Light Sworn. Once returned, you can pay 1,000 life points and target one card in the field. Banish that target. When this card is destroyed, you can... Okay, so I have to respond with Zeus, because yeah, that's not a quick effect. What did I draw? Droplet. Okay, yeah, I have to respond. Otherwise, I lose my Zeus. Okay, cool. Good, they can't do anything else. That's what I figured. And I have, yep, now plenty of stuff engraved, but it doesn't matter because they conceded anyway. Dope. Let me look at the time here. Yeah, why not? Let's go for one more. Alright. Ooh, another Plat 1 opponent. What? We won the coin flip again! We won the coin flip literally every single game. That's ridiculous. Of course, now that I've already hit Plat 1, I win literally every coin flip. Whatever, I won't take it. I will take it. I won't complain about bad luck is what I meant to say. Okay, here we are yet again. We've got another hand where we opened Revolt. We've got Tenki and Desires. So in order to ensure that the Tenki doesn't get ashed, I'm going to lead with Desires and see if they have it, or they could just concede. Alright. I wonder, actually, let me see something real quick. Hang on a second, hang on. Were you an FTK bot? You were an FTK bot. I knew it. I fucking knew it. Alright. We're going to make sure we do our due diligence here. And you guys should also be doing this too. If you see this disgusting deck out on the ladder, these stupid ass bots, make sure that after the game's over, you go and you actually use this report feature. Obviously, don't like abuse reports because that's just dumb and it doesn't help anybody. But I mean, yeah, we should definitely be reporting these bots. So cool. All right. That is like as satisfying to me as a victory is seeing this screen right here after playing an FTK bot. Cool. Great. All right. Let's go ahead and head. Oh, and you know what? I noticed this too. We had a nice little win streak while we were playing just now. So that's neat. Yay. All right. Let's go ahead and take one last look at the deck in the outro. Alright everybody, thank you as always for watching. I super duper appreciate your viewership. I hope you enjoyed some more live footage from Tri-Brigade Zoodiac. Yeah, don't worry, even as like the new decks come out and stuff, I'll definitely be obviously playing a lot of the new cards and testing those out in various decks, but Tri-Brigade Zoodiac will not be forgotten. You will always see more of it in the future. Well, I mean, obviously, I don't know about always. That's going to kind of depend on whatever a potential ban list looks like. But as long as this deck is viable, you will definitely be seeing me playing it in some capacity. So, yep. That is going to do it for this video, guys. Like I said, thank you for watching, especially all the way to the end like this. I'm always super duper appreciative if you are doing that, and also if you are commenting and subscribing as well. Love seeing you guys in the comments. Love responding to comments as well. I've said it before. I have an excellent comment section, and I couldn't be more satisfied with you guys. Honestly, I really appreciate it. And yeah, that's pretty much all I've got for now. This is XLex signing out. And I hope you have a fantastic day.